Welcome back, Focus Learners, to today's Explainer. Right now, we're taking a really fascinating look at the actual mechanics behind mastering your evening routine. We're drawing our insights from a super practical B1 level English conversation text. And honestly, this isn't just about learning the language. It totally breaks down exactly how to build a healthy, balanced evening routine. One that actually helps you relax, stay healthy, and ultimately prep for the next day. An evening routine is, simply put, just what you do after work or school before you go to sleep. But as you'll see, being intentional about it, absolute game changer. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this and look at the chronological roadmap we'll use today. First, arriving home. Second, dinner time connection. Third, productive evenings. Fourth, prep for tomorrow. And fifth, we'll wrap up with some key expressions. Section 1. Arriving home. So to really anchor ourselves here, let's picture this timeline. An idealized evening typically kicks off right around 5:30 or maybe 6 o'clock, which is when you arrive home. This then flows naturally into dinner around 7 and wraps up with bedtime around 10:30. Establishing a baseline timeline exactly like this gives your entire evening a predictable, incredibly comforting structure to rely on. But what exactly should you be doing the absolute second you walk through that front door? Well, the source material is super specific about taking immediate, simple actions. First up, change right out of your work or school clothes. Then go wash your hands and your face. As one of the speakers in the text notes, doing this immediately just makes you feel physically fresh right away. Finally, just take a few minutes to rest before you even think about starting any new tasks. Seriously, don't jump right into chores. Taking these brief moments lets your mind deliberately disconnect from all the stress of the workday. Section 2. Dinner time connection. Our source really emphasizes that eating together provides this dedicated, built-in time to talk. Asking simple questions, like, how was your day? Or did anything interesting happen today? Are just excellent conversation starters. Tossing these out there encourages storytelling, a bit of laughing, and genuine connection during mealtime. Actually, the speakers in our text consider this connection to be one of the absolute best parts of their entire day. And this brilliantly illustrates what to put on the menu, too. Our source suggests some healthy, comforting options. Think a balanced plate of rice, vegetables and chicken, maybe a warm soup or some pasta. But here is the golden rule. Do not eat too much late in the evening. Keeping those late meals relatively light is just so much better for both your digestion and your sleep quality. Section 3. Productive evenings. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it transitions us right into the post-dinner growth and relaxation phase. Our source reveals a seriously powerful secret here: micro habits. It's so true. Consistency beats cramming every single time. Studying a language or practicing a skill for just 30 minutes daily is highly effective. On the flip side, trying to study for hours and hours once a week, that basically just leads to burnout and exhaustion. Consistency is absolutely the key here. Let's break down a few of the specific relaxing and productive activities mentioned in the text. Reading a book for 30 minutes? Fantastic for reducing stress. Or you could spend an hour studying English, maybe by reviewing some new vocabulary, listening to a podcast, or watching a short video. Another great option is taking an evening walk. The text highlights that the weather is usually cooler and the streets are way quieter at this time of day. And notice the brilliant learning strategy hidden here. If you listen to an English audiobook during that quiet evening walk, you are actively relaxing and learning at the exact same time. Talk about multitasking. Section 4. Prep for tomorrow. Okay, to prepare for a great tomorrow, the text lays out a foolproof wind-down sequence. Step 1. Put that phone away at least 30 minutes before bed. Step 2. Take a warm, calming shower. This physically helps your body feel calm before you even get under the covers. And Step 3. Write down 3 or 4 important tasks for tomorrow. Creating this simple to-do list helps you stay totally organized and saves you incredibly valuable time the following morning. Why? Because you wake up already knowing exactly what needs to be done. Now, let's contrast two very different bedtime choices. On one hand, reading a book actively helps you relax and sort of forget about the stress of the day. Conversely, checking messages and endlessly scrolling through social media, that can actually keep you wide awake and completely ruin your sleep schedule. So putting the phone away really is a vital rule if you want to have any energy for the next day. Section 5. Key expressions. Let's move to NC and see how this builds our language toolkit, giving us the exact vocabulary used to describe these routines.
First up is the phrase wind down. This simply means to relax after a busy day. You can use this idiom perfectly to describe that exact period right after you get home, change your clothes, and take a quick moment to breathe before cooking dinner.
Next, we have get ready for bed. Think of this as the umbrella term for the entire sequence of nightly steps we just discussed. Taking your warm shower, brushing your teeth, washing your face. All of those little activities fall neatly under the phrase getting ready for bed. Then we have a highly practical idiom. Call it a day. This means to deliberately stop working or studying because you are officially finished for today. It perfectly captures that incredibly satisfying moment when you finally put away your laptop or close your textbooks and fully transition into evening relaxation. And our final expression is sleep like a baby, which, as you might guess, simply means to sleep very well. This phrase really represents the ultimate, refreshing goal of a well-crafted evening routine. If you manage your evening correctly, this amazing sleep is the reward you get.
So, the crucial point is perfectly summed up by this core philosophy from our text. Small improvements every day can lead to big results over time. Whether it's just reading for a few extra minutes or setting out your clothes for the next morning, these tiny habits really do compound into massive positive changes.
Which brings us to our final question for you. What does your evening routine look like right now? Tonight, before you simply call it a day, ask yourself, what is just one 5-minute habit I can change right now to make tomorrow better? Challenge yourself to practice your English confidence by speaking your own routine out loud. Start small and go master your evening.